Let's have a little chat real quick because at least in the intro so far, I'm currently editing. My mic cuts out a lot, at least in the intro. As of right now, I'm not too sure about the rest of it, only because I just started editing. But anyways, my mic cuts out a lot, and I do really apologize for that. I'm actually going to buy a new mic tomorrow, but it probably won't be until like February. So this is probably one of the last videos I have with my beautiful, beautiful Yodo mic. And yeah, okay, let's get into this video. Well, hello again. It's so refreshing, honestly, to be back to like a normal video format. And I was thinking, what better way to get back to a normal video than doing a character design? Because I consider myself a character design artist, so it kind of works, you know? And I'm really trying to get used to speaking in a scripted format, I guess, but I'm not trying to stick to my script too much so I don't sound like really fake. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. But I think it's kind of well known, at least for people that actually know me in person, that I really like Hatsune Miku. Even though I don't actually listen to much Vocaloid music, and please don't come after me. I just really like Miku's design, and just her character is so fun to me, and oh my god, I swear I'm gonna start getting pitchforks thrown at my head because I don't listen to a lot of Vocaloid music. But that's not the point. Speaking of her design that I do really love, I'm going to be mashing her up with something else that I really love, which is Pokemon. And I just so happened just to get really interested in it again after like years, because I used to collect the cards for the artwork when I was a little kid because I didn't know how to play the game. I didn't play any of the games. I didn't play the card game itself. I just really like the artwork. And what do you know? I collect the cards now because I really like the artwork. Although times are a little bit more different because I do once in a while play the TCG game. Why did I say TCG game? I'm not editing that out. That was really stupid. Anyways, I still play the game with the cards, you know, and the and and the coins and the energy cards and the okay. I have to stop because it sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Anyways, that's besides the point. I collect cards because they're pretty and I'm an adult that has a job. I'm employed, so I make money so I can buy more shiny cardboard. Anyways, in today's video, I'm mixing Hatsune Miku with 3 Pokemon today. I'm mixing her with Mimikyu, Wooloo, and Gardevoir. And I really enjoyed planning out these designs, and I really hope you enjoy watching these designs come to life because I just spent some good time on them and I really like how they turned out. Alright, so starting off with the first design that I actually had the idea for back in May, like around my birthday. So like one night I kind of just thought, what if I tried combining Mimikyu with Miku? And that's where we are today. So I did some sketches of this once before, and comparing those designs to the design I have now, I think it pretty much stayed the same. The concept. Really, when I just drew it, I just settled on that design because I do really like it. However, the one thing that I don't really like about it is that it just kind of looks like Miku is wearing a Mimikyu costume, but at the same time, it like kind of makes sense because Mimikyu is wearing a Pikachu costume because he's so ugly he wants to hide from the world, I think. I don't know. I don't remember the lore of Mimikyu. I'm so sorry. But we're gonna move on now to things I actually do like about this design. I really like the cut off hoodie idea that I had, and I really like that the hood is like really long and pointy and it kind of looks like the quote unquote ears of Mimikyu. And I also really like that the sleeves are like really long and the bottom of the skirt and the bottom of those sleeves have like weird like I don't know what to call it. But it's just like the black at the bottom of them. It kind of looks like the end, like the underside of Mimikyu. Like I think that's where the actual Pokemon is visible. I don't know. I don't really pay full attention. I'm really bad at my Mimikyu knowledge. But I added little eyes onto the tie for Miku just because I felt like it just needed like a little something extra than it just being like a desaturated yellow tie, which is fine. You know, it just looks like Mimikyu is a tie now, I guess, because those are his actual eyes. But towards the end, I also added like static to like that black panel of the sleeves, which is what I think Miku has like on her original design. I don't know what those panels are called. They kind of like have some sort of like tech to them, I guess. Um, but I just thought it'd be cool to add static. I don't really know why. I mean, like I guess like sometimes like ghost encounters like that you see on like YouTube and stuff, or like cameras that people fake and stuff. Normally you can see like static or something when something paranormal is happening, and Mimikyu is a ghost type Pokemon. It's a ghost fairy type. So wait, is it ghost fairy type? Okay, I think I'll correct myself if I need to, but I do think Mimikyu is a ghost fairy type Pokemon. But I just thought that'd be interesting, and it adds just, I guess, a little bit of creep factor. I mean, when I was drawing the face, I really wanted to like make it a little like unsettling and creepy. So like I put the shadow over the other eye, and I added like the like squiggly lines at the end of Miku's smile to like look like Mimikyu's mouth. I also like did like the red cheeks on Miku as well, just because I just thought it would be cute. Yeah, so again, it does really look like that Miku is wearing a Mimikyu costume for Halloween, but it's okay. I really like how it turned out anyways. But anyways, another little detail that shows up in every design that you will see in this video is that I put the Pokemon's Pokedex numbers on some part of their bodies or their clothes. It's much like how Miku's like her most recognizable design, you know, with the blue hair and stuff. Her she has a 1 on her left arm. I think that's to signify that she was the first Vocaloid, I believe. I think anyways. I'm not too sure. I mean, a simple Google search will tell you. Um but yeah, I don't think I have much more to say about this design. Really the only thing left is the colors, which is just a matter of like color picking straight from the Pokemon and placing it onto the design. And I kind of just guessed on Miku's hair. Um, you know, just try to color match it to pictures that I see and stuff. But yeah, wow, I really feel like this voiceover is very short, even though honestly, the recordings for these drawings took a lot of time out of my life. Like, I think this drawing alone, I think the original recording is 2 hours long, while Wooloo is, I think, an hour and a half, funny enough. And then I think Gardevoir's was also 2 hours. But yeah, so that's all I have for this one. And I now present to you Hatsune Mimikyu, because I couldn't think of a more creative name. So yeah, her name's Hatsune Mimikyu, and although Mimikyu is definitely up there in my favorites, it's time to move on to my actual number 1 favorite Pokemon. Not sure why Wooloo is my favorite Pokemon of all time. Not only I had a whole Wooloo/Double page in my binder, but right now I'm actually switching those cards out to make a full front binder page of all Hops Wooloos, which is my favorite card from Journey Together, literally only because it's Wooloo. And I've bought so many, not so many, a couple. I bought a couple, and I think I need only like 2 more cards to finish like that whole section of the page, and then I want another extra one so I can put it back into my Wooloo and double page. And I feel like I'm insane. I'm just crazy. Okay, anyways, onto the big elephant in the room with this design. I am making her Gyaru inspired, and you might be wondering why she's rocking the Gyaru look, and my answer honestly is I don't really know. I mean, Wooloo is a really basic looking Pokemon, and for this Miku design, it's super like not basic whatsoever. But when I was brainstorming the night before actually getting into the details of the designs, I thought of the idea of giving this Miku bubble braids, and I kind of decided that in my head because it kind of looks like Wooloo's wool, and Wooloo already has like these little gray pieces of wool hanging in the front that kind of have like the bubble braid look. So when I was thinking of the silhouette, I was thinking of Gyaru fashion for some reason. I mean, like just the bubble braids, and then I was like, oh, like really fuzzy, fluffy looking silhouette because Wooloo's a sheep. um, so I was just thinking, you know what? Honestly, putting her in like a Gyaru style would look really cute, and I could like give her like leg warmers, do this and that, make like give her a bunch of accessories. So that's kind of what I decided on. And I'm not too sure what specific substyle of Gyaru she is, but I kind of just like looked up Gyaru on Pinterest and I ran with it. So maybe you can tell me if she fits like a certain substyle of it, because I know there's different like variants, you know, like kind of like goth as well. Like there's like traditional goth, pastel goth, whatever goth, cyber goth, you know. So like there's different goth styles. So there's different Gyaru styles out there, and I don't know the specific names of them or anything. Hell, I might be pronouncing Gyaru wrong, and I really hope I'm not. And if I am, I would love if someone corrected me, so in the future I can get a little bit better with that. I already have a difficult time pronouncing like words in general. Like I have a very hard, especially honestly, let's be honest, I have a really hard time pronouncing Pokemon names as well. And every time I try to pronounce a name that's hard for me, my friend just looks at me and he's just so disappointed. So I'm not a great speaker, if that wasn't apparent enough. I mean, if you watch my other content, you know I'm really bad with my words. Hell, even in my intro, I was really bad. And I'm getting sidetracked. That's also something. I get so sidetracked. It's what's the point? You know, you get to a point in the video where it's like, what the fuck are you even talking about anymore? But yeah, okay, let's drive right back to what I was talking about. So I really do like how she came out at the end of the day, and honestly, when I started working on her hair, it made me think of the Wooloo Build-A-Bear bundle because it has like little bows in the gray wool, which I literally did in this drawing, except for them being, I think they're orange in the Build-A-Bear bundle, but in my drawing they're pink because I just wanted another color, and I used the pink like on the inside of Wooloo's ears and stuff. So, and I do really wish I had that Wooloo Build-A-Bear bundle. Like, I love it. I love it so much. I already have a Wooloo plush, but I want more. I want like every merch of Wooloo I can get my hands on. I know there was like Wooloo sleeves, but they're sold out whenever I like look at them like on the Pokemon website. So that was really disappointing. But anyways, the original design I had in my head, I was thinking of making her jacket like full on fluffy because it's Wooloo, so that makes a lot of sense. But I wound up making it fluffy only around the collar and the ends of the sleeves. I mean, I do also really like that I added some of that fluff to her skirt too, and I did super cute fluffy leg warmers because I just thought that would really fit with the whole aesthetic I'm going for, and I needed more fluff on her anyways. And I also gave her thigh highs underneath the leg warmers and platforms just to make her like a little bit taller. And I was really thinking of layering whenever I was doing this, not only because Wooloo would be like a warmer Pokemon because of all the wool, but also I feel like Gyaru fashion like requires like a lot of layering and a lot of accessorizing. So I mean, I feel like I could have put more on her, but I think I was already running like pretty long on time when I was recording, and I was doing it at a time when I was trying to get it done by a certain time. So maybe if I had just a little bit more time and I didn't rush myself, maybe I could have went more into accessorizing and stuff. And once again, for the colors, I color picked them directly from Wooloo. So with Wooloo's design, I felt like it had the opposite problem of Mimikyu. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love this design, I love it so much. But like how Mimikyu looks like it's just Miku wearing a costume, Wooloo, it looks like its own completely different character. So I also added like little streaks of Miku's like original hair color into the hair because I felt like she needed to look a little bit more Miku-y, I guess. But yeah, it doesn't really feel like that Miku's wearing a costume like Mimikyu. And I feel really bad saying that. It sounds like I kind of hate my Mimikyu design. I don't hate it. No offense. No offense to Hatsune Mimikyu. With that apology, we now have Hatsune Woolooku, and I did not make up that name myself. I had my friend do it, and he did a really good job, and I appreciate him very much. And yeah, so not only did he also make the name Hatsune Woolooku for my Wooloo design, but he also named the last design that we have in this video. With Gardevoir's design, of course I had to give her like a long flowy skirt. Like, I felt like that was definitely a must, and I was kind of having a hard time trying to think of the outfit, trying to find like something that she would wear, but also I guess kind of mixing Miku in with it. And in the end, whenever I actually did sit down and started drawing, I found a really cute outfit on Pinterest that I thought just fit Gardevoir's vibe so well. And I mean, it kind of doesn't give like Miku vibes, but it's really whatever, you know. But I just took the colors from Gardevoir, popped them into the outfit, and then here we are. You know, something I didn't actually mention in Woolooku's design was the bow on the actual clothes. I still wanted to have like some type of tie on like these designs, and I didn't want to just keep sticking with the traditional tie that Miku like already has. I mean, I did that with Mimikyu, but on Woolooku and on Gardevoir now, I settled on bows because I felt like bows kind of like they work with the outfits, but also like I said, I still wanted to keep like some sort of tie like on the actual outfit. And I honestly really like how I drew her hair. I felt like it looked very flowy, and I feel like that's something you do see a lot in figures of Miku, is like flowy hair. Even the figure that I showed in this video, like super flowy hair, and I really love that, and I was happy that I was able to at least do it a little bit in Gardevoir's design. And something else is her Gardevoir's like little spike ear things. I kind of made those into hair pieces. Originally they were gonna be like piercings, and I did have the idea to make Gardevoir's design more gothic and add black and stuff, but I thought it didn't really go with like normal basic Gardevoir, but only to later find out Gardevoir's Mega Evolution, specifically the shiny variant of it, has black on it, which is really surprising. I do feel like that is kind of like out of place for Gardevoir, but I mean, I don't work for Pokemon. I don't work on the games or anything. Oh yeah, and speaking of shiny, I did mix Miku's like more default hair color in with Gardevoir's green that is on her hair, I guess you can call it, and it did turn out more of like a shiny Gardevoir teal color, which I didn't expect. I didn't plan it, but it does look really nice, and I didn't want to just keep with the same green, using it in like different like big chunks of the drawing. So I guess like the hair color kind of like split up the green, that a lot of the green that was going on, at least in the top of her. And this is really only the Miku design that doesn't have like boots as her shoes, because Miku kind of has like these like thigh high boot situations going on, and I did that for Mimikyu. I basically did it for Woolooku, but I didn't do it for Gardevoir. And it was an original brainstorm. Then again, whenever I did think that I was gonna do like a more gothic design, but I think the simple flat shoes look 100% better with the outfit choice that I did wind up with. And speaking of the outfit, the skirt itself, it did look really boring whenever I was drawing it, and so I decided to add that little like outside layer, and then it kind of also looks more like Gardevoir's skirt. You know, I mean like, well, would you really even consider that like a skirt? Like, when you really think about it, with like Gardevoir and like maybe some other Pokemon that have like flowy elements, are those like considered clothes, or are they more like skin? Um Okay, now thinking about the skin idea, it is kind of gross. So I'm so sorry that I said that and I decided to put that down in my document. Cuz now actually thinking about that, that is an awful image in my mind, and I really hate that I said that. But hey, we're already this far. I'm not turning back. So, even though I added another layer onto the skirt, which is a skirt in this situation, this is a skirt. Not Mimikyu. Oh my gosh, Gardevoir. Miku Gardevoir is wearing a skirt. um. Anyways, even though I did add that other layer on, I still thought everything looked a little too flat. So I did add a gradient of the pink color I used on the bows to the outside layer of the skirt, and I felt like that fit very well. Because Gardevoir is a fairy type, so adding more pink is, I feel like, a requirement, even though Gardevoir does not have that much of that like pink red color throughout her original Pokemon design. And I also added a darker green gradient on the sleeves and on the bottom of the skirt. And even though I always say, well, that I have been saying in this video, with the colors, I just kind of color picked them and then threw them onto the canvas. In this situation, the white on Gardevoir's design, it's not like a perfect white, because I felt like having it more of like an off-white looked a little nicer on the eyes, and I do actually think the color I used was like a super pale green, and I feel like that just flowed a little bit better instead of just like a bright plain pure white, you know. Yeah, but honestly, that's it. That's the final design that we have for today's video, and my friend so graciously named her Hatsune Garedviku, and I was honestly really worried that I would have a harder time figuring out her design, because I just wasn't too prepared for it. I didn't plan it out as much as I probably should have, but once I did start drawing it and actually thinking it through, I'm really happy with how she came out. So here are all of today's designs lined up, and I'm honestly just so happy with how they look together and just like how the characters came out in general. I mean, I would love to do this idea again. Maybe I can do it with more Pokemon or some other characters, or maybe even like random objects. I mean, I have a Dr. Pepper right here on my desk. I can make a Dr. Pepper Miku, Dr. Miku Pepper. What am I saying? Okay, anyways, I feel like doing this again would totally be another great like character design challenge. Although I don't know if I'll put this video in my challenge playlist, but we'll find out. We'll find out. If you see this in the playlist, then I did put it in, and if you didn't, I don't know where you can find it. Well, okay, with that all being said, tell me which design is your favorite and if I should try to maybe take a crack at doing this type of stuff again. I mean, I would love to hear your suggestions and your thoughts in the comments. Of course, you don't have to. I mean, I usually wind up just doing whatever I want anyways, so maybe I might not even listen. I will listen. I will listen though. If you guys are interested in more videos like this, I would totally love to do more of them because I had a really good time. And one more thing before I leave, just a little reminder. Every Miku is canon. So if you don't like my design and you're like, that's not Miku, Miku's this, and that, oh, Miku's supposed to look like this and stuff, I don't care. Literally, I don't care. I'm just an artist on the internet, and if you're getting mad about my innocent Miku designs, then you need to probably find something better to do with your life. But anyways, I'll see you next time.